Medieval Europe, a land of knights, castles, and folklore, was forever altered by the arrival of the Black Death. This story unveils the dark secrets of how the devastating plague reshaped society, tore through entire populations, and left behind a legacy of fear and superstition. It was the year 1347, and Europe was thriving in a somewhat turbulent harmony where peasants labored under their feudal lords, cities flourished with trade, and the church held immense power over the lives of every soul. But that year, whispers began to spread about a terrible affliction arriving from the east. Rats carried alongside merchant vessels, the deadly plague, but it was not apparent until the ports of Sicily fell victim. Soon, the disease spread rapidly, throwing towns and villages into chaos. In the small village of Ashford, tucked away in the English countryside, the inhabitants lived simple, predictable lives. Bartholomew, a young farmer, noticed odd occurrences during his visits to the market. Families looked haggard, merchants were missing, and a peculiar scent lingered. Before long, carts of corpses rolled through the streets, and the once thriving village turned into a ghost town. The black spots that appeared on the skin, followed by fever, chills, and excruciating pain, marked the onset of the plague. Healers offered desperate cures, some earnest, others dubious, but there was little to be done. The educated and uneducated alike struggled to comprehend the fury that had descended upon them. Rivers carried the tales of despair to distant lands. Bartholomew's close friend, Isabella, was aware of the rumors about a mysterious sect in the mountains that claimed control over the disease. Consumed by curiosity and desperation, she ventured out to find answers, leading to a chilling discovery. This sect understood much about the plague's spread, its patterns, and its fatal consequences. Hidden within ancient texts were explanations of the flea-bitten rats that carried the disease. Yet, they believed the plague was a divine punishment, a wrath meant to cleanse sinners. Meanwhile, the church preached fear, imploring the masses to confess their sins and repent. Citizens turned on each other, suspecting witches and blaming neighboring villages. As Isabella returned, she found a changed world. Bartholomew, no longer the jovial farmer she once knew, was struck with horror as he faced the dread reality around him. In a desperate attempt to save his family, Bartholomew joined a group traveling to nearby cities, spreading misinformation about a remedy made from crushed beetles and rosemary. They became saviors to the fearful despite the cure's uselessness, showing how desperation can empower the misguided. By the time Isabella and Bartholomew understood the truth, it was too late. They realized that fear and misinformation caused as much havoc as the disease itself. Together, they faced the plague with new insight, passing on knowledge of its prevention to those who would listen. As the scourge waned, towns began to rebuild. However, Europe was never the same. Division was deepened and society shifted. The Black Death not only took lives but revealed the fragility of human existence and the ease with which society could crumble under fear.